success.
What's up? Welcome to your favorite podcast, the Ain't Shit Show, the home of booze, views, and unpopular opinion. I want to thank y'all for episode 151. 151. Have you ever drank 151? Jesus.
Of course.
My name.
Yeah, shit,
Disgusting. My name is Fresh and I'm one half of the pod guys, and with me is the best man in all the podcast slam, my right hand man, Mr. BL.
Hola.
Really?
Hey. Hope you're doing all right. Phone's ringing in the back, you know what I mean? Shit's going crazy.
Shit's blowing up over here, blowing up. But guess what? I'm recording though. That's better than the last two shows that we've done,
sure,
where I was not recording when we first started. What's up, party people? We are here, and we are here with our last show of the year, which is the Golden Shxtty Awards, baby.
Yeah. End of the year shit.
End of
Wrap
the
it up.
shit. End of the sheer shit. Look, sheer shit. End of the year shit. We only have 11 days left. 11 days, right? It's 31 days in the year. I mean, this one, yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like we made it.
Yeah, we made it.
Nigga, we made it.
You know, we ain't the opposite of made it. So,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
We doing this show. So it's definitely not the
sure
opposite of made it at all. This has been, so for y'all who may be newer, before we get into our shit, for y'all who may be newer to the podcast, the Golden Shxtties is our annual recap show where we give out awards for categories, topic, peoples, places, and things that happen in 2021. This is our third or fourth. I think it's our fucking fourth Golden Shxtty Awards. That is crazy. Fin. Shout out to us.
For sure.
Shout out to us. A lot of podcasts didn't make it this far, but we did, and we checked and adjust, but we made it, and you have to be thankful.
Indeed.
For that, for sure. But before we get into the shits, how you been, man? What's poppin'?
Pretty good. How about you?
Been all right. I've been all right. It's the end of the year, so that's always kind of like a scramble from a work standpoint, and a lot of shit is on a calendar year basis. So you want to wrap up some shit and do all of that, and just sitting back and looking at everything that has happened. I promise this year flew by fast as fuck.
Yeah, it's a fact. That is definitely a fact. Way too fast.
But
that's
too
life.
fast. It is.
Days are long, years are short.
It is. And, I love it that we've made it. It's looking a little, crazy out here with that Omarion shit going on. Is it?
It's been crazy. What's the difference?
I don't know. This one is giving me something a little bit different. Like, I don't know. This one giving me a little bit more pause than Delta, though. Because
it's the same for me.
Well, in DC and Maryland, the kids have been put back on remote, or virtual school, whatever they've been calling it, until further notice.
Like permanently?
Until further notice, yeah. So hopefully they can come back in January, but so many children have caught this shit since Omicron has come out. That shit is just spreading like super quick, like more than Delta. They had 22 new cases in New York. 22,000 new cases in New York in one day.
Yeah.
They are in DC. They are reinstituting a mask mandate for everywhere inside. And I think it's at my job and things like that, we get a COVID update every day. Management gets a COVID update every day regarding how many new cases, what locations, and all of that. So that has just been going crazy. And then it's just kind of like everybody got together for Thanksgiving, and I feel like that's when it started to ramp up. And now everybody's about to get together for Christmas and New Year's. So I don't know. Yep. It's just giving me a little bit of pause. I'm hoping it don't go in that direction of original COVID. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's starting to look a little spooky out here again.
Yeah, it ain't never not been spooky. I mean, like, for the past fucking 2 years, like, it's really never really been, like, motherfuckers been getting sick the entire time. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know. I guess it's, at certain points I be feeling hopeful. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we kind of going out of it. But then like some shit happened like this where shit's starting to shut down again. And I'm sure like everything that has happened over the past couple months didn't help it with all of the festivals and parties and all of these major events, you know what I'm saying, going down. But listen, my fingers are crossed. I decided that I will probably get vaccinated on the 2-year anniversary of COVID because I'm not spending another warm season in the house and avoiding shit. My only hope is that, they done figured out some shit, but I'm not hopeful with that either. We basically got to take a COVID shot every day, or take a pill or a smoothie or something with vaccine in it, because every time they say they got you, it's something else you need to get. Is it time for your booster yet? You gotta get boosted like every 6 months, don't you?
I got mine in September.
Oh, all right.
I think so, but I'm not. I just got mine in September, so I'm good.
Yeah, you probably won't need yours till February, sometime around that.
March, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we just gonna have to learn to live with this shit because it's not going anywhere. Nobody's like, it's nobody's shutting down. Like they say they're shut down, but they're not gonna shut down. They can't afford to. Like this shit, motherfuckers just gonna have to live with it. And that's just the reality of it. Get a vaccine or don't. And then keep it moving. You know what I mean? Cause I mean, this shit ain't shutting down. Motherfuckers refute, like, motherfuckers have turned up completely. Like nobody's going back to sitting in the house cause like people still sitting in the house and shit and still like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But this shit is omnipresent like a motherfucker, man. So it's just, we're going to have to come to terms with it and learn to live with it or, not. But ain't nobody, like this shit ain't finna shut down. Never again. You know what I mean? In my opinion. I don't know. I don't have any facts, but based on the way things have gone and the way the things are going, motherfuckers, this is a capitalist society. Motherfuckers can't afford to be shut down like that ever again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I don't think these businesses gonna shut down.
It's gonna live with shit, the flu.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might be that. It might, it may be just something like that. But the only thing, about the flu is that the flu ain't replicating and becoming worse each time it reinvents itself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it's always a new strain though, right? It's always a new strain.
It ain't nothing that's, we need a new flu vaccine though. Like it ain't it's this type of flu and now we need to change.
But they manipulate the flu vaccine every year though. Cause it always mutates. The flu, I mean, it's still the flu, but it's different forms of the flu.
Whatever has happened with the flu and shit like that, people still don't even be getting the flu. Like, I feel like people that got COVID way more than the flu.
That's true.
I know way more people who had COVID than had the flu. And they don't get vaccines. So I don't know. I think it just goes back for me just to the original shit that I don't know. And I don't feel like nobody else knows either. I don't feel like it's a source of truth anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Where you're getting the facts. Everything is manipulated and you have to look at the messenger because everything is being spent for good or bad, depending on who you're talking to and what agenda that they have. And, I just think that is the problem for me. There is no source of truth.
You know what? If I never heard the word COVID, vaccine mask, like it would be the greatest day of my life. Like, I'm so tired of talking about COVID and all that shit. Like, for real, man. Like, I like that shit. Like, it's just like fucking, it's just the biggest boogeyman of all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just so over it. Like, I hate talking about that shit, man. Like, it's always a point of conversation. It's literally dividing the world into 3s and 4s of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot, man.
Right.
Like,
as if we didn't have enough division already.
Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be, careful as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? Wear my mask, shit like that. But, sometimes you gotta live, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, I ain't gonna say I'm back outside, like, officially. Like, I still be, again, like, wearing my mask and shit like that, but I can't, like, I work from home, so I can't just sit in the house all fucking day, every day. That shit, like, damn, it drove me crazy over a year and a half. So, like, I got to get out, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I be wearing my mask and shit. I be, you know what I'm saying, go to stores and shit, go to the mall, but shit, man, I'm going to get something to eat. And then I'm gonna take my mask off. Like, I'm not finna, I just can't not do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta deal with it. Like, I don't want it, but at the same time, like, I don't want to be, like, recused to my house in all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Plus my kids is in school and shit. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more susceptible to it.
If anybody gonna catch it, it's gonna be them and bring it to you.
For sure. Right. So, I'm just taking all the vitamins that I do every day. You know what I'm saying? Wearing my mask, washing my hands, practicing. I don't really be practicing social distancing. I'm gonna keep it a band like it is. I don't want motherfuckers all up on me anyway, but like, I don't went to a party or two, you know what I'm saying, here and there. That shit was weird, but I was outside most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird though, boy. I swear I went to a party and had my mask on.
I don't even know if I can have fun, bro. Like, I've
had a good time once some drinks were flowing. I was out though. I went back outside. I couldn't sit inside. Like, I was inside for a little bit. I was like, man, shit. Like, I was like, I'm vaccinated. I kept saying to myself, I'm vaccinated.
You like, at least I won't die. At least I won't die. Like,
vaccinated. I got that vax.
I think
it was fun though.
I think the scariest thing too, though, is it's not just you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying you out here, you gonna do whatever, and you could be fine, but like, you bring that shit home or to a parent or to some shit like that. And I think that's the part, like, if I fuck up some shit on me, that is, like, that's one thing. But I think, I don't know, like, I wouldn't be able to necessarily live with myself if I know I gave it to somebody and it had, like, the worst effect on them. You know what I'm saying? So I think I be in my head too much. Not too much. I wouldn't say too much, but I'm always a processor and a thinker anyway. And I think what I'm over, first of all, I said, I'm not spending another warm season in the house. And that's mainly because I do want to go to like concerts and shit like that. Like I'm ready to go back to places where I know I can't social distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like my main thing. But like right now in the places that I do go and I have gone, like, it be taking too much fucking research and I'm over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm going places, I've kind of recused myself to certain places because I've been there and I already know how the vibe gonna be, or I know how the distancing gonna be. I know people ain't gonna be up on me, or, whatever the case may be. And I'm just ready to get back in situations where I know I can't social distance.
Yeah.
Even like New Year's, I'm looking for, shit to do for New Year's. And it's just like the hardest fucking thing ever because everybody trying to get their money back from the New Year's party they didn't have in 2020. And so like they're trying to pack all of these venues. How many tickets that they can sell that won't fucking violate fire code. And if we talking about a black establishment, they're going to at least exceed fire code by at least 25 to 40%. Cause they trying to get every fucking dollar that they can. So I'm looking at certain places and, the event that I've kind of chosen is a place where I know it is like a rooftop. It's indoor, outdoor version. It's, it's fire and heated and all that. So I can be outside. And and I don't know exactly how packed it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But I've had this conversation. I was just like, all right, like, I'm going to take my chance. I'm going to take my chance because, you know, you got to pay for these tickets and they are not trying to give you your money back just because you're not trying to come or you feel uncomfortable. So just pray that I get my New Year's Eve celebration, one, without catching COVID, and two, in a place where I can have fun. Because if I'm fucking paranoid the whole time, ain't no need of me being there.
I'll tell you what, 3 drinks in, you get very uninhibited.
Oh, I've been drunk in places. I still fucking pop that mask on when I'm going through the crowd. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't be getting that lit. I don't be getting that lit, in situations now, you know, in public situations like that. But I do plan on getting pretty fucked up on New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna even lie. You know, when you got plans to get fucked up, like I'm getting fucked up, like not sick, but I'm getting as close to fucked up as I possibly can, still be functional and not have a hangover the next day. Like,
for sure.
You doing anything special for New Year's?
Nah, I ain't got no plans as of now. My mother-in-law in town, so she'll be here for 2 weeks. So if we decide to do something, like last year we went to DC just for the weekend. Like I think I came back on New Year's Eve. Like I ain't spent New Year's. I went the weekend, you know, of, I guess New Year. I don't know what New Year's Eve or New Year's Day was. Maybe, I don't know. I know I was in DC. I know I went to DC last year around that time. I do remember that, but I just don't remember if I was at home or not. But yeah, nah, I remember I was depressed as shit last year though. Like that shit had me. That's why I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I'm not, like, I remember being like fucked up in the game. Like, nah, I ain't never really been depressed. Like, I mean, I've had a couple like low moments and shit, obviously, but like that shit was on my ass. Like that shit, like, and it came, like I had some other like family shit going on in the midst of that shit. Yeah. My nigga, I was fucked up. Like, I said, fuck that. I was in a bad spot. Like that shit was trash. I said, never again. Like, if I can prevent it at all, like, again, be cautious and be as, you know, but like that turned me up like that last year for real, cause that's when, like, in March, that's when I got on my first plane and was starting to, you know, kind of live. That was way before the vaccine and shit, but, you know, I went to Florida and, you know, I was moving and shaking last year. I moved and shake last year. I was, like, COVID had me in a rut. And I said, that shit had me, like, I had to bounce back from that shit. I had to start fighting. Like, for real. So, you know, this year was good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of fuck shit, but it's overall, you know what I'm saying? It could have been worse. I navigated without having COVID, knock on wood, thank God. But to God be the glory in that regard. Cause like I said, I was definitely outside. Yeah. For sure. Like, compared to 2020, I was definitely outside. Like, I ain't really do shit 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, at all. Besides, like, once that shit hit, like, cause my wife was super fucking, she was goddamn COVID fucking paranoid like hell. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, rightfully so. Right. It was, you know, but like the entire year pretty much, she didn't want me to go nowhere and all that shit. That shit was just a lot with kids here and all that shit. That shit was fucking garbage. But with the kids leaving and starting to have some type of normalcy, despite the fucking fact that it's a whole boogeyman on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shit's just wild times, man. He's got to learn to live with it. Got to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Evolution. No, you're absolutely right. I think shit ain't going nowhere, no time soon. I feel like I was, you know, blessed. What'd you say? I said this shit ain't going nowhere, no time soon. Yeah. I feel like, you know, I'm thankful that I did not go into any type of depression or anything like that during COVID. I think my main thing about COVID, as far as the day to day, is I was tired of being in the house. But I was recapping recently over the past 18 months or 2 years or however many months that it has been. And I think, you know, what really helped me is that I did go on a lot of trips in the past 2 years. You know, I went to Jamaica twice. I went to Mexico. I went to Florida. I did a lot of things. And then, you know, when I was not in my home, you know, I was in others' homes, you know what I'm saying? People that I trusted. And I think that, you know, it was a great support system and, that I had. So, you know,
even though it was shitty overall, I think that I was definitely more so on the more blessed end of COVID. Thank God I never got sick. You know what I'm saying? Nobody close to me actually died from COVID, even though some people got really, really sick. I did have some deaths, but they were not COVID related. So, I was blessed about that. I think the thing that was really starting to kind of wear at me a little bit is, just the amount of deaths that were happening, especially in 2020. Like, you looking on the news and you seeing mass graves, like, that's fucking scary as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are just being thrown in a hole. Like, you got fucking bodies sitting in fucking trucks and shit, refrigerated trucks. Like, people like just meat, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, just to see like the state of the world and shit like that. But I definitely feel like I was on the more blessed end of COVID. I feel like these past probably 3-4 months have been very stressful for me, but I don't necessarily think it is related to COVID. So, either way, making it out, being strong, you know what I'm saying? I know you are, the pillar of your family, you know what I'm saying? So you got to hold it down, and you not in a position where you can let no shit take you out. You know what I'm saying? You got too many responsibilities for that. You know what I'm saying? And
For sure.
And I am the same. I do not have children and I'm not married. However, I am, headquarters for my family. I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm the person that got to make sure shit happens, you know what I'm saying, on certain shit. So, I think that is another reason why I'm just like, I'm ready to celebrate. I look forward to a new year. I am like a clean slate person, even though it's only, theoretically like a new time. But I like that. Like, I like wiping the slate clean and figuring out what's about to happen. I feel like I done wasted my prime during this COVID, man. So I'm interested to see my version. I'm interested to see me. I don't want to necessarily say a new me, but I know no matter what, I'm not going to be who I was before COVID. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm interested to see like what this new chapter look like and, get out here for real.
Right.
But yeah, man, let's get off COVID and recap 2021.
Oh, you mean with no COVID? How's that possible?
Right. Exactly. But when I'm looking at this list, I was like, yeah, a lot of our shit last year had a COVID component. When I'm looking at my list, I don't really have a lot of COVID related shit, on my list. But, what we about to do, y'all, is we about to get into the awards. Fin. And let's just get into some good shit. B, you want to pick a category first, or you want me?
I'll do.
Okay. What's the first category?
We'll start with music. We'll do best album.
Okay.
For R&B and hip hop.
Oh, I just did best album. I didn't know you wanted both. You just said best album in your.
Oh, well, if you can come up with it, R&B and hip hop. But
I don't have one for R&B and hip hop. But you can give your best overall albums, and then you like to pick more than one anyway, even though that's not the rule. So you could pick you an R&B one, you could pick you an album one. So I'll let you go because I feel like my best album choice is gonna surprise you.
R&B, it was between Jasmine and Summer. But I listened to Jasmine shit way more than I did Summer's. I did like Silk Sonic, but I only listened to it a few times.
Yeah.
But,
it didn't have a lot of replay value, I don't feel like.
It did. It does when you listen to it. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta be in that mode.
Like, I think just
I like the album. I'm not dissing the album at all. I'm not dissing the album at all. It's a good album. But I listened to it like 1.5 times or whatever. But I was like, yo, yeah, you gotta be in like a certain vibe to listen to just that to me.
Yeah, I think they waited too long to drop it. I think once they came out with the first song, they should have just dropped the album. Like they had the anticipation built too tough, and it waned a bit. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. I can see that because I still feel Jasmine, like Leave the Door Open was kind of the best joint still on the album.
Yes,
otherwise?
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So you gotta like,
but I like shit.
Dropped your load on the first joint.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what you're supposed to do, though, right? Like, I mean, in terms of, but that's why they failed because they didn't put the album out. If they would have put the album out like right then, like motherfuckers gonna went crazy over it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, is it really a fail though? Because they still getting all the fucking awards.
But if you're putting out an album though, right? Like, so like you still want it to like, you know, like hit. I mean, because they still got like they got mad songs on that shit. Like the This Bitch Got Me Paying the Rent, Paying the Bills. I love that shit too.
Yeah, I like that too.
I think like if they would have just combined all that shit and then dropped the album maybe a few weeks later after the first one and then came up with the second shit, I think it would have like had a little bit, it would have been better received. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think they just kind of dropped the ball with that in terms of marketing, but overall I enjoyed it. But, as far as my opinion for R&B, I got Jasmine Sullivan as the best R&B album of the year.
Okay.
And, for hip hop, so there was one that recently just moved in that is challenging the rest, and it is Russ.
Okay.
The little white dude.
I love Russ. 2
is his fucking album. That shit is fucking ridiculous. Like, that shit is fucking ridiculous.
I haven't even heard Russ' album. I need to listen to it.
It just came out a couple weeks ago. It's really good. But you may not like it because you don't really like lyrics and bars and shit like that. But
how the fuck you gonna come for me though? Why would you come for me like that? Like I don't like lyrics and bars, my nigga. How you gonna come for me? That was hella disrespectful.
I mean, like in a different way. You just like, you be liking like, you gotta like, you like party raps. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope.
No. Stop. Just because you like that fucking New York beat with a nigga giving 1,000 bars and no hook and no nothing, that don't mean I don't like bars, my nigga. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You just like a different type of rap than I do, for the most part.
I like lyrics.
But anyway,
despite
that, you should listen to Chomp too. They got really good beats, really good features.
But I like Russ though.
Like Russ is really motherfucking raw. That some bitch can rap like a motherfucking
you just getting on Russ though, sound like. Are you just getting on Russ?
I've never really listened to his any projects. Nah, I never listened. I like the songs that I heard, but like I never listened to a project. But that Chomp 2 is really, really good. That's all I've been playing for the past 2 weeks. But I also have, King Disease 2. I got, Vince Staples shit. Vince Staples put out a dope little EP, man. Nobody really gave that shit the credit it deserved, but it was really, really, really good. I got, Tyler the Creator shit and then, and Cole, like J. Cole shit. And I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't really know who to pick.
Just pick something.
Aside from, I know, I'm trying to think. I don't listen to all them shit. I guess I'll just go with Cole just because he from the crib. I just rep him because that shit was a really dope album. It was a good time. It came out when I was in Puerto Rico, so I always remember that because the day I woke up in Puerto Rico was when that shit dropped, and I would listen to that shit and like, damn, this shit fire. So as a result of that, I'm gonna give it to Cole because that's my nigga. And he from the crib, and I really enjoyed it. But all the other projects I mentioned are really dope. Check out Chomp too if you like bars and hooks and raps and shit like that.
I like Russ, so I'll listen to it. I still feel like you fucking just tried to play me, my nigga. But okay. You definitely tried to play me just now. But I did best album, so I didn't split mine up into hip hop and R&B. And to be completely honest, there were a whole lot of albums that came out this year for me that just had me going back and playing it over and over and over again. And it was a handful. So I probably couldn't make a R&B and a rap list, to be completely honest. I listened to a lot of, I'll listen to an album. I'll pull my best joints out. I'll throw that into a playlist. And then, I don't really go back unless it was a really good album. That's how I know, like, damn, it wasn't a lot of albums as a whole project that really pulled me in. So I went towards the albums that I played the most from beginning to end. And, of course, you talking about niggas from the crib. You know, I always love Wale. Wale is in my top 5. Wale album is rare for me that Wale makes a trash album. So Florin 2, was a really good album. I had Jasmine Sullivan on there for, Hotels. I really liked her album. I liked, Meg's Something for the Hotties. Meg got a lot of fucking bars on that shit. You still didn't give Meg a chance, but Meg be spitting her fucking ass off. Her shit was fire, but I am going to give, I'm not about to go down this road with you. But I am about to give you some props. And the album that I am picking is an album that you told me to listen to, and I didn't, just because I like to listen to new albums a certain way and I never found the time. However, I did listen, Thanksgiving, and I didn't bring it up to you for this very reason, because I wanted to talk to you on this show to give you your props, because that's the type of nigga I am. But that fucking Tyler is dope as fuck. That Tyler album is dope as fuck. Fire. No, that album is fire as fuck.
Hey, we gonna run it up. That shit is dumb as fuck. I remember because I told my wife, because she was coming from DC when it came. I was like, listen, babe. She was like, he's a weirdo. I was like, I know it, but listen to the music. And she was like, yo, that shit was so dope. That shit got me back from DC in like an hour, it seemed like. And I was like, yeah, for sure.
Listen,
but go ahead.
That shit was fire, because here's my approval list. Like, if I put some shit on and it just go from the first time you put that shit on, like, if you don't know the songs and you jamming like fuck, and he was spitting like fuck. That shit was nice. Going. Like, I'm in the airport bobbing hard as a bitch. Like, yo, this shit is smoking. Like, I was like, let me listen to this Tyler, because I want to listen to some new music while I'm traveling and shit. And I put that shit on. I was like, I was going to text you. Like 3 songs in and shit. And then I was like, nah, let me listen to the whole shit. So then after I listened to the whole shit, I was like, nah, that joint fire. And then I still was going to text you. Then I was like, nah, I ain't going to tell him, because I feel like he'll make good content for the show and I want to get his reaction and shit. That shit fire. That was definitely a fire album. And I just listened to that 3 weeks ago, and I probably listened to it about 7 or 8 times since then. But in the very clutch,
sound good. Like when you get some speakers.
Listen, I was listening. Let me tell y'all. I don't know. You got AirPod Pros?
I don't have AirPods.
Okay. So I got AirPod Pros, and I got my AirPod Pros, for Christmas last year. Shout out to me for still having AirPod Pros, knock on wood. Cause the reason I didn't want to buy them for myself is because I thought I was going to lose them hoes. But I still have them. They're still in place, and they are like my favorite thing ever. But the AirPod Pros, them shits got isolation on them, noise control, all that shit. So it's just you. Like, you be in your own fucking world. And that Tyler was coming through great in them hoes. Like, I really was by myself in the airport.
I'm gonna get me some. I think I'm gonna get me some.
Yeah, make sure you get the pros. If you get them, get the pro joints. I think they like $50 more than the regular joints. But it's worth it. It's worth it. For real, for real. It is worth it.
I'd be losing shit though.
Yeah. That's what I thought too. I was like, man, I ain't want to buy them joints. Somebody else bought them joints for me. Like, nah, you about to get these. They was making me feel like the old nigga in the club, because I had the strings on my shit. I had my original fucking Apple earbuds. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I had on some crazy shit. Like, nah, we gotta get you out of them. I was like, you want to get me out of them? Buy me some. They bought me some. And they dope. You should ask for those for Christmas. Ask your wife for some of those for Christmas. But
yeah.
So our golden shitties go to.
I'll go with Tyler, man. I'll go with Tyler for.
You going with Tyler too?
Yeah, fuck it. Like,
because that shit was epic.
I do like it better than cold shit. That shit was fire, man. Really dope.
That is a really dope album, and I was like, Oh yeah, that nigga deserve all the fucking trophies he brought home this year for that shit. Cause it really wasn't.
You should take a look at some of the visuals,
as far as
on YouTube.
Nah, I ain't looked at none of the, I ain't looked at none of that.
You should. They kind of dope. Like, cause he got a video for every song and it's thematic. Like, so it just has a theme from the top to the bottom.
Oh,
and
word.
Man, that shit is dope. Yeah, that shit is really dope. You should check him out. I was randomly just on YouTube one day, looking at some shit, and one of his videos came up, and I just, like, the whole album just played, and I was like, God damn, shit fire as hell.
I got a whole lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, like to do around the house and shit, so I'll definitely put that shit on the TV while I'm, cleaning up and shit, trying to get my cleaning done before I leave and shit, and have my house all together, but shout out to Tyler. You get a golden shitty from me and B Hill for Call Me If You Get Lost. So y'all check out Tyler, the Creator's album. It is honestly dope. And you might think it's like just some weird shit,
and
but
then they
he
had
really
the drama
spitting.
shit, like the drama mixtape vibe to it. That shit was fire, man.
It was a great album. I ain't gonna even hold you. It was an awesome fucking album.
Sure.
All right. Let's go into, I'll pick the next subject. What was the best meme or viral moment of 2021?
So I was trying to, my favorite, and it's fucked up that it's my favorite.
You already know it's about to be some bullshit when a nigga say that.
It's fucked up because of the reasoning behind, like, the dude who was like, who was spazzing on the court, like the court motherfuckers who was representing himself.
Oh my God, homeboy who killed his family and shit and represented himself in court.
Yeah, that shit is fucked up. But that shit, like, when I tell you, I probably laughed at that shit probably 3-4 days straight. Like, every time, I still, like, I haven't done it in a minute, but like, when I get sad and shit, like, I be pulling that shit and be like, God damn it, I'm not. That shit is the funniest shit ever. Like, the audacity of you to be spazzing on niggas, like, that are, like, deciding your fate after you done killed all your family and you done spazzed on them niggas and cussed them niggas out. Like, that shit was crazy. That shit was fucking hilarious to me, boy. I loved every bit.
Hey, that was some damn white people shit. Like, not only did you kill your whole family, first of all, black people don't do that. You killed your whole fucking family, and then you decided you wanted to represent yourself in court. Wild shit.
And did a good job.
He did not do a good job at all fucking representing himself.
Nah, he did a good job.
How you figure?
Because the judge said it. Like, she was like, Mr. fucking goddamn it, I'm not, man. You, in another life, you would have made a pretty good lawyer. But unfortunately, and proceeded to do whatever. But she said, like, that motherfucker did a good job. Like, his evidence, his fact presentation, like, everything that, it requires to be an attorney. He did a good job. I mean, he just, the facts of the matter were that he, killed his fucking family. He couldn't get around it. But, like, presenting enough evidence to at least, like, cast a shadow of doubt. I think he did a pretty good job being a novice in that regard.
Well, I won't debate you because I don't know anything about the outcome of that trial at all. All I saw was the viral moments, and that shit looked wild as fuck. And he was out that bitch screaming and acting a whole fucking fool. And they say the person who represents themselves has a fool for a client. So,
yeah, for sure.
I mean, he was going to go to jail anyway. Being black, he was definitely gonna go to jail anyway. I wonder how many years did he get, or if he's even been sentenced at all.
I think he got double life.
God damn it! I mean, you deserve it, sir. You definitely deserve it
for sure.
So, but the sad part about what you said is like, when I get sad, I go watch the nigga who killed his family and I laugh. Like,
yeah, it's fucked up, man.
That shit is fucked up. That just goes to where we at as a society. Cause all the shit be fucked up. And you be like, I shouldn't be laughing at this shit, bro. Like, I shouldn't even be laughing at this shit. So my best memes, I really like the I really like everything that came out of Squid Games. I thought that presented a lot of funny viral moments. Just shout out to Black people. Black people are funny. Period. Black people are funny. You say when you feeling away, you go see that meme. Whenever I'm feeling away and I'm scrolling through social media, all I gotta do is go to the comments and I'm gonna laugh. Like, I'm gonna laugh. It doesn't matter what is going on, but I am going to laugh. So it was the Squid Games, and then it was the Oprah meme when she had her hands up like, when she was talking to, Meghan Markle and Harry, Prince Harry or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Those memes that came out of that shit, that left some funny moments. The year started off with Bernie and that fucking inauguration. And Bernie was everywhere with them fucking mittens on. That provided some laughs. Omarion, that
was a good one.
That's a good one. And then, with the virus coming out. I think my favorite part, let me tell you my favorite part about that whole thing. Yes, that is my favorite part. The lady saying yes, like he was killing that shit. That's my favorite part.
She had nutted a little bit. Like, yes.
You can tell she meant that. She like, yes. Like,
That shit was fucking hilarious.
And every time I hear that lady, I think of Nene Leakes. Like, in my mind, it's Nene Leakes saying that. Yeah. Like, she sounds just like Nene Leakes to me. Yes!
I like the one they used to have, like, they had the motherfucker breaking it down with it, like, it was like the size grade. And they did the yes, and then the old lady was like breaking it down with it, like, wait, the womp.
Yes! Hey, that shit was funny. But I'm giving my favorite one, and that's just because I love the fact that we're seeing this guy like age in a very natural way, no matter how cool he tries to appear to be. And that's when fucking Hov saw Kelly. when Hov saw Kelly rolling at the event, and he looked like somebody, grandmama and them, like, oh, hey, baby, I ain't even see you right there. Like,
Yeah.
Like Hov, I've always been a Hov fan. I've always loved Hov. I always like Hov's demeanor. I like, how Hov moves about, you know what I'm saying? Hov is very like kind of nonchalant and shit like that. But I feel like over the past couple years, I feel like when you age, like some shit you just can't hide. Like it's certain shit that you just can't outswag, you know what I'm saying? And we've seen Hov put in a lot of like goofy moments, and the fact that Hov is always cool all the time. Whenever he does something corny, it kind of goes viral, whether it's him on a jet ski or jumping into a pool or just having these legs out with no calves. And him acting like, somebody auntie, or I have a theory that when men get very old, they pretty much turn into like grandpas. Like they turn into, hey baby type, you know what I'm saying? Like men, you know what I'm saying? And seeing Hov age, it is just funny to me with these fucking Basquiat, Florida, Duval County dreads that he got on his head. Speaking of Duval County, another one that gave me a lot of laughs and a lot of eye rolls was Island Boy. I'm just trying to make it.
When I tell you, I never looked at one of them shit like at all.
You never looked at the Island Boys? That shit is funny.
I hated this shit.
Oh, that shit was funny as fuck. It was like ridiculously funny. Like, y'all are fucking weird. like you are fucking weird.
No, my shit is Bing Bong. My new favorite shit is Bing Bong. That's my shit. I love it.
Yeah, that joint funny. That joint funny too. Bing Bong. I think, I need to see like the original joint though.
Oh, you ain't seen it when he was like out in Coney Island and shit?
No, I've never seen the original one.
Oh, that's why it ain't as funny. No,
it's funny to me. I like all of the, the TikToks and the remakes that everybody doing.
Take me to dinner.
Shout out to, Joe Biden. What you gonna tell Joe Biden? Take me out to dinner, baby.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Shout out to Bow Wow's daughter, date her. She does like a lot of TikToks and shit like that just goes viral. And I think that she is going to be a really talented, little girl. She started, acting and all of that. I think she's, she comes from two, talented parents in their own right, even though her dad is fucking king of corny, but talented in his own right. He was a child prodigy. And I think that little girl is funny. She's a good actress. And I've seen her do a bunch of like TikToks and shit where her acting skills are on point. I saw her little, Bing Bong video with her and, her mom. And I was like, yo, she funny. She's a funny little girl. You don't never see Shxtty go viral all the time.
Yeah, I don't be paying attention like that though. I like her mom though. She pretty.
Of course. I be like, look at this. You be like, oh, she's pretty. I be like, that's not why the fuck I was sending that to you, bro. Like, I be like, we be on different pages. I was like, I ain't sending him this because he gonna miss the whole point of this shit. Like, he'll like, oh, her ass fat. Like, what, nigga? That's not even what we talking about. Like, you be wild, bro.
Bing bong. You see them dogs in the front yard, just know them upstairs going to work. Bing bong.
So, best meme is for me, Golden Shxtty is going to, Hov seeing Kelly. And you said you was giving your Golden Shxtty to
who? Killer Man.
Oh yeah, Killer Man, for sure. All right. So next topic, I'll go first. And I want to go with, let's go with best show. Let's go with best show of 2021. And, so there were some good shows. I really liked, I liked Queens. All of my shows are black because that's just how I am. I really liked Queens. I thought it was a good show especially for ABC. I was surprised that they put a show like that on ABC. It does have its ABC-ishness to it, but I think, Eve and Brandy and all of them, I think they do a really good job in that show. I find the show entertaining. So I really like that. And whoever is doing the raps and shit, writing the raps and shit outside of probably Eve and, the real rappers that are on the show, whoever is writing is doing a dope ass job. Cause when they go into like they battle raps and shit like that, they shits be all right. I like 20s. Godfather of Harlem.
So here's the thing about 20s, right?
Okay.
20s, I think 20s could really be, I think the first season of 20s is way better than the second season because like they do too much in the second season in terms of like they focus on like certain, like it'll be like 10 minutes. It's a short show. So it'll be like 10 minutes of like this real super duper sappy shit. And it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It seems like the second feel like season,
one was better than two for sure.
Hell yeah. Way better.
Yeah,
way
I give you that.
Way better. Like, I don't know what happened. I think Lena Waite's had like, she doubles down in her like sentimental shit too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she did that on like season 3 of The Chi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It was just, she can kind of go left in terms of, I don't know, I guess her like the way she writes her stories.
I think,
I like her, but
for sure. I think like Lena Waithe and Childish Gambino, they have these great shows and I think that they are creatives, but then they be trying to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Like they will try to, we like innovation, but I think they try to go too far out the box sometimes where shit don't make sense. Like some shit can become so artsy, I guess, that it's a little bit confusing. Yeah. And I kind of get what you mean with 20s because I definitely believe that season 1 was better than season 2. I feel like there are some storylines in there in which they can focus on, but they try to hit too many at one time. And I think
and then they stay on certain pieces too long. It's like, it's just weird.
But, you know, my whole thing is like with shows like 20s and, Atlanta as well, because I keep comparing them to, I feel like, what are we watching? What are we trying to get to? You know what I mean? Like, how is these stories coming together at the end? Are we figuring out a problem? Are we advancing in the career? Are we advancing in a relationship? Whereas I feel like kind of 20s and Atlanta are just like, this will happen today. And it might not necessarily wrap up at the end, or you get any type of closure, or know what the grand scheme was about. Why did we watch all of this? Like, I like my shit to come together, you know what I'm saying, in some way, shape, or form, versus me just watching the day in the life of these people, and that's it. Like, this will happen today.
Right.
So, but I'm going to give my best show and give my golden shitty to BMF.
Like that.
I gave mine to BMF. Snowfall was on my list as well. So I had Real Housewives of Potomac, because out of the reality shows and out of the Housewives, Potomac has came from being an underdog to like the best Housewives show, hands down. And it's the black women. I only watch the Black Housewives. I only watch Atlanta and I watch Potomac. But that show has become fire. BMF, I really liked BMF. You know what I'm saying? I really like the acting that's going on there. I feel like I'm ready for it to come back so I can see like where it's going to go. I love the fact that, you know, Big Meech's son was in it, and this was like his acting debut, and he was actually really, really good. And, you know, I just like black people doing dope shit. So I'm giving my golden shitty to BMF. What's your rundown?
So I got Insecure, Snowfall, The Shy, BMF, and Kanan.
Okay.
I think it's a toss up. It's Snowfall gonna win it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just cause that shit that they had going on, like this last season was fucking ridiculous. This was some of the best TV in the fucking world. Like with all them deaths and shit that old girl brother had going on and shit, and like that shit was just masterful. Like I couldn't like, and then Franklin walking away at the end and having that shit was just, he had so much shit. That shit was just, it was like a perfect storm of mad shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And then
perfect storm of mad shit
ended up being fucking crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? That shit was lit. I loved every fucking second of it. I can't wait till it come back. Insecure has not been as good as I wanted it to until last fucking night. Last night's episode was fucking excellent. Like that shit, like all the episodes have been good, but last night's was like, it was the episode before the season finale, so they had to like turn it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Well, the series finale actually, but last night's episode was fucking hilarious. Like that shit was super good. It was a lot of shit that went on, and it was just really entertaining. So, and I just love Issa as, I think by and large with all the directors and the young black talent, she's by far the best. Like she's leaps and bounds above everybody else. Like she laps fucking Lena Waithe, and I don't like to compare them, but it's just the reality of it. She's like Steph Curry at this point. Like she just is leaps and bounds beyond everybody, because Insecure is so well written, and it like the comedic aspect of it. And I think that's where, for me, 20's like, I'm such a bad bitch because I be watching all the little fucking girl shows and shit, but them shits be good though.
But they're not girl shows, and that's okay. They're just shows.
Insecure is. I mean,
it's not a girl show. It's a black people. It's a young black professional
show,
I feel like.
Yeah, but it's based on women, right? So like, I mean,
does that make it a woman show?
I don't give a fuck either way. It's still a women's show. 20's is based on a woman, and you know women navigating their 20s, and Insecure is based on a group of friends that are women that are navigating their love lives and careers, and fucking So I think, and then even Harlem was a bunch of women that were navigating their careers, which was
never watched
that shit was dope too. Harlem is fire. That shit is super fire.
What is it?
I don't know who
I've never heard of it.
Amazon.
Oh.
Harlem is fucking dope. Like Harlem is what 20's could be. Like if they had,
who's in
like
that?
Harlem, Megan Good, Whitley Gilbert is in there. She the mom in there. It's the Miracle Watts boyfriend, what they call him, Fine Drake or whatever.
Yeah, Buff Drake. Yeah.
Fine Drake is what they call him. He in there.
I call him Buff Drake, but he is way finer than Drake though.
Some lesbian lady, like she's a dark skin, like she plays a lesbian in there. I don't know if she's actually lesbian, but she got a brush cut and shit. She's in there. She's a really pretty lady. Okay. And then some like mixed girl, and she's really pretty too. It's a really good cast. Like that shit is dope. I fuck with it. Like I was in for it. It's kind of like Sex and the City-ish, more so than any of the other shows.
Okay.
Cause they're in New York, I guess, maybe. But it's really dope. I fuck with it. I definitely recommend watching that shit.
Okay.
But yeah. But overall, and then I had BMF because that shit was retarded. I had Kanan as well. Kanan was really well done. Nobody really has talked about Kanan a lot.
They really haven't.
Kanan was really
What you
dope.
think that's about?
I don't know. Kanan was fire though. Like it was better than Power to me. Like it was it dramatized, just for TV purposes, but that shit was good. I enjoyed that shit. But overall, my winner, is Snowfall, and Insecure, the last episode, is one of the best episodes of TV this year. That shit was hilarious. Like that shit was well done. I can't wait to see the series finale tomorrow. Or next week, I should say. Okay. I definitely need to check out Harlem because I've never watched Harlem or heard of Harlem before. So I mean, it is definitely something that I will check out. And so your golden shitty going to who again? Who you land on? Snowfall. I can rock with that because Snowfall was one of the tops on my list. Golden shitties to BMF and Snowfall. Shout out to selling drugs. All right. What's the next category be? For sure. Let's see, what did I have? Most overrated for 2021.
Okay. You want me to go?
I'll go, I guess. I had something else in my mind and I fucking forgot it, but I just put sneakers as a whole. Like this sneaker shit is the fucking worst shit in the fucking world. Like it's just ridiculously, like it's just the stupidest shit. Like I went to the mall the other day to try to, like, my kid's birthday's Thursday, and they had a party this past weekend, and I was trying to, obviously get them fresh for their party and shit, and couldn't find, like, they don't have no fucking sneakers, like none. Like there was no Air Max. Fortunately, I was able to find my little girl some dope little Huaraches and shit, but it wasn't the Huaraches that I would have picked had there been some other Huaraches there. They was dope though, but you know what I'm saying? Like my little boys, I had to get them some waffles. While they're dope, I didn't necessarily want to have to just be like, I didn't want to have that be the only choice. And the sneaker game is totally fucked. Like it's gotten considerably worse over the past couple of years, especially now, obviously during the pandemic. But the sneakers app and all the other ways of trying to get sneakers is the fucking worst. But it's really gotten incredibly terrible at this point because Kids Foot Locker didn't have no fucking shoes for children. Like the shit was fucking Vans and fucking Pumas with the thick ass sole and stupid shit like that. Like nobody wears that corny ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to get some 95s. They don't sell 95s. They only have like kids Jordans and shit. Like,
so is the sneaker, I thought you were saying the sneaker game was trash because of what it takes to get sneakers. You saying the sneaker game trash because you can't find sneakers for your children. And
all the above.
Okay.
Like, it's all encompassing. Like you can't get sneakers, period. Like that's what it boils down to, right? Like you can't go to the store and get sneakers. You can't go online and get sneakers. The only time you can go online and get sneakers is fucking resale. And that shit is stupid. Like, even if you go to the Foot Action website or the Foot Locker website, even the websites don't even fucking have no sneakers on them shit. Like, this shit be the fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? The bullshit air bubbles and shit. Like, it'd be the fucking worst shit. Like, nigga, like, I wear shoes. I don't have to wear necessarily fucking J's or Air Max and shit. I do obviously love those, but there's also other mad dope sneakers out there that you can't even really get no dope ones and shit no more. It's just weird. It's just a weird fucking, I don't know.
I don't know.
I hate this whole shit.
I don't necessarily know if I feel your pain in regards to just shoes in general. I definitely feel your pain in regards to releases. But other than that, shit, my credit card been finding fucking ways to find sneakers that are not new releases for sure. So, maybe we just looking for different shit. I don't know about the kid shit either because even though I be wanting to buy my nieces and nephews shoes, like, my brother and his baby mama so picky that I don't even waste my money anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like they are really, I don't know what their style is. So I bought all the kids White Forces last year for Christmas, and they did wear those, but they did kind of took the pressure off of me for having to buy kids shoes, and I only like buy my nieces and nephews shoes. Like, I don't have the money to buy them shoes. I'm definitely not about to be buying everybody else's kids no shoes.
Nigga,
but
the fucking Cool Grays.
It's been pretty easy. It's been pretty easy for me to find
Cool
shoes.
Grays. That shit has not been easy at all. Not for my kids and shit, but
yeah.
And then shoes high as fuck. Like the Cool Grays was fucking $190 in fucking youth sizes, my nigga. Like, what?
Yeah.
Them shits came out to be $200 for a fucking second grader. I was like, hell no, I'm not paying $200 for no fuck. Like, nigga, I got 3 kids. I'm not fucking
listen,
spend $600
this what I be telling
shoes.
y'all parents. Y'all parents be hyped when y'all kids is little and y'all paying this amount. Now y'all got these kids accustomed to a lifestyle, knowing these feet are going to grow. And now you don't have no choice but to keep buying them the fly shit. You're not going about to be like, oh, wear some Chucks or some Vans. Now when you've been having them in the fucking newest J's, newest Air Max, all the shit that costs $200 soon as your size go over 3.5. And then y'all with the boys, whoo, my friends with boys been feeling them blues, cause by the time them niggas like 11, they ain't adults. Yeah, they paying right. What you paying for some shoes. Yeah, and they mamas done with that size like, oh, I gotta pay fucking $160 for mine and $245 for his. Yeah. You wanted him to be fly, now you can't downgrade. You can't downgrade. Sure, shout out to y'all, cause that shit is expensive. Okay. So you gave your golden shitty to shoes and the collection of shoes. Mine is most overrated for 2021 is Kanye anything. Whether it's a Kanye show, a Kanye album, a Kanye concert that he gonna do over and over again, whether it's Free Larry Hoover, whether it is a fucking Kanye shoe, because he putting out this bullshit and y'all pressed about that shit. 90% of them shoes is fucking garbage. And niggas just want them because of Kanye. Kanye interviews be going fucking crazy. I don't understand why people still fixated on Kanye. I will be fine without Kanye at this point in time. He kind of annoys me at this point in time because he hasn't done anything spectacular. Everything that he has done pretty much in 2021 has been fucking annoying. And you know, I've been through with him since last year for real, even though before that shit, but you know, I had done away with him last year or whatever. But I think anything Kanye related has been over fucking rated. Overrated. I feel like he is an artist that has relaxed on his legacy. I feel like y'all still want to call him a genius, although he has not produced anything in the past 5-6 years that will still qualify him as such. I just think that Kanye is over fucking rated, but I find it crazy how fast these celebrities move on. Like even for Kanye, like Kim being out with this nigga is like, with fucking Pete Davidson is just like a smack in the face. Like when you get on, you leave that ass for a white girl. And look what that white girl did to your ass. Yeah. I'm over Kanye. And anything Kanye related. Them fucking new boots that's out is trash. The joints that look like a wafer on the bottom, like the yellow part, or look like a sponge or something on the bottom of them shits.
Pot holders.
Yes. The empanadas, the empanada 7s he put out, like.
Them shits is trash.
Them shits is trash, and like, niggas still be buying them shits, bro. Like, you can sell people anything. And that's the one thing, that's the prop I will give Kanye. Cause Kanye be on his Donald Trump shit for real. And I see why they are friends. Trump said, I'm gonna do this dumb shit and y'all gonna follow along. And what did everybody do? They followed the fuck along. Kanye be putting out bullshit and y'all just follow right the fuck along. Y'all love that shit. Whatever he do, like Kanye can do no wrong. And shout out to him and Geminis and Gemini energy that just be, you know, people are drawn. I get it. However, that should be trash. So, my golden shitty for most overrated is Kanye, and anything related to Kanye is overrated as fuck.
I can dig it.
And your golden shitty went to shoes. All right.
Yeah, whole sneaker game, period.
Whole sneaker game. You know, I'm with you for the most part on that shit because I've been catching big L's. You doing a sneaker fast with me? First
Nah,
quarter.
I'm trying to get these, yeah, no, I'm trying
Nigga
to get
turn me down quick. No.
I'm trying to get the patent leathers on the 30th. I need them.
Oh, no, I said at the beginning of the year. I'm trying to get them. Hey, I'm trying to get them shits
Hell
happy.
no, you see how much shit coming out next year? Fuck that.
Look, you just said fuck the whole sneaker game and you already geared up to put yourself through stress.
Yeah. I'm still gonna try. It's like the thrill of the hunt at this point. Like, I just like, it's like trying to bag a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep like trying to look at her and shit, see if she give you in a rhythm, and then you catch us at like walking to the bathroom or some shit. And you might snag her, or you might get the I'm good. So one or the other. What would Kobe do? Shoot a shot.
Listen, I am very surprised that you want those, and I'm very surprised that Joy wants those. Cause Joy, like,
this shit is fire.
Like, you know, I'm a flashy sneaker wearer anyway. I like colors, I like textures, I like patterns, I like all that shit. I hit up Joy like, yo, you not getting these, are you? So I can ask her to get me some and shit. She like, hell yeah, I'm getting them shits. I feel like them shits so fire, can't nobody deny them shits. Them shits is fire. Yeah, the patent leather Jordan 1s, if y'all don't know what we talking about. Don't worry about what we talking about, because we don't need no extra people trying to get them. Like, scratch all we just said. Act like you ain't never hear nothing about the patent leather Jordan 1s if you don't know nothing about the patent leather Jordan 1s. Don't get them.
It's been mad J's that came out recently that I wanted. Like them burgundy and like the cream, like the old with the burgundy check, the ones, them shit, the Metiers or whatever the fuck them shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Them shits was wicked. Yeah. Boy, them shits was wicked. I love them. I like the shit. I like the threes that the dude had put out too, though, with the cream and shit. It's been some J's out this bitch. It's been some sneakers out this motherfucker, boy.
Oh yeah, it's been some sneakers, and been nobody getting them shits either. I want to know who. You know the joints I think I kind of slept on that I still might cop for real. Is those you probably don't like them, but those the women's 11s that drop with the fucking zebra print. Or the
that's a good shoe for a woman. That's a great woman shoe. I don't think a man should get those, but that's a great shoe for a woman. You
gotta step your swag up. Your mind be so closed, my nigga. Your mind be closed.
Nigga, how you gonna tell me how my mind is? Like, I like what I like and what I don't like. Like,
because I want you to try some shit. Like, I can pretty much guess your range. Like, I know you're gonna have some blue, some black, some white.
I'm good. I get busy. Like, I'm not
saying that you don't wear shit. I just said, try something new. Try pink. Try.
You try not. So that's like me saying don't try
bright color. Just try something.
No, I got mad bright colors, nigga. I've got shoes. Like I got lime green shoes in my car. I got orange shoes in my shit. I got mad shoes. I just like what I like. It has to be the cut. Like, you
ain't never said none of them to me. Yeah, when I be asking you what you cop,
I've been wearing shoes for a very long time. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got shoes I got shoes with purple. I got purple ones. I got all type of shit. It just has to be the color combo that I like. Like, I'm not just, certain shit just appeals to my eye. And certain beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And certain things I behold, I enjoy. Certain things I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers think bitches is bad and not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the reality of it. Certain shit I like, certain shit I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like,
I know.
That's just the reality of it. Like, I don't, there's certain shit I like and certain shit I don't. You know what I mean?
I get it. You're a Southern man. I got it.
I mean, because I don't like the shit you like.
No, it's not that you don't like what I like. I just be wanting you to step outside of a certain box. I just be wanting you to experiment a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I be wanting you to show me some shit that you think is like fire that you done cop that I wouldn't think that you would cop. Everything that you cop is typical, I feel like, that you tell me about personally. Like, I've never seen you cop anything that you've shown me, and all I can go by is what you've shown me, that I'll be like, oh, I'm surprised you got those. It'd be like, oh yeah, I see it's in your wheelhouse. I get it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I ain't saying you have no style or anything like that. I'm not going for your style. I'm just saying you have a certain style and you kind of stay within that parameter of your style. I've never seen you in anything where I'm just like, oh damn, I would never thought he would rock that. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, in your wheelhouse. That's all. Yeah, I mean, I'm just a creature of habit, I guess. But I like, it's just what I like. I mean, some people like a lot of colors and pop and shit. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's not my swag type shit. Like, do you like them, what's these shits? The Jordan Atmospheres, the pink and they got like pink and blue. I don't really like that shoe. Jordan Atmosphere? They the women's, they come out the 19th. I think they come out this weekend. The women's Jordan Atmosphere. They like a pink and like blue gum. They like bubble gums, I guess. I think that's what the other thing people call them. But I don't really care for those. It's just the color's blocking. I don't like it. It's just, I don't do it. But see, certain shit, but I like them patches that came out this weekend. You talking about the Jordan 1s? Yeah. The bubblegum pink and blue joints. Hell yeah, I like them joints. Fuck yeah. I like colors. I like anything. I feel like I can rock anything. Like, I feel like if a nigga just give me a shoe, I can figure out how to rock it, even if it's not something. I mean, I could do that too, but I ain't finna buy it. Like, I could put something together with anything. But did you like them patch ones that came out over the weekend? The ones with the burgundy and green and brown and all that type shit? Yeah, I like those. I didn't like them enough to pay $180 for them, but I liked them. Yeah, but see, that's not in my eyes, that's not a typical shoe. Like, that's a diverse shoe, clearly, because there's 9 different colors in it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just like certain shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, but I still think, do you feel like this all patent leather shoe is out of your wheelhouse? I think that it is. That's why I'm surprised that you won it. Nah, not at all. I like black and red. It's my shit. Okay, I didn't think you would do shiny, or you might be like, that's a woman thing. Nah, I mean, I like braids, I like cord, I like 11s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never had none. Like, I just never purchased any. But nah, I would wear them. I just ain't never worn them. But I want those. Them bitches is tough. And it's funny because I ain't used to like Jordan 1s at all. Like, I used to hate Jordan 1s, not hate them, but I never had. I got my first pair of Jordan 1s probably like 2019 maybe. I ain't never had no ones. I just started liking them eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Jordan 1s is kind of like one of them classic silhouettes that is very hard to fuck up. And I really only like Jordan 1 like highs. I don't like mids or lows like that. Nah. See, my man, he got them soul flies that come out with the like cheetah and shit on them. That's a trash shoe to me. But motherfuckers think that shit's just fire. I like those. I wouldn't pay for those. I would get them if I saw them at the outlet. Like, I'll pay like less than $100 for them shits, but I wouldn't pay $225 or however much them joints cost. I wouldn't have paid that for them. They $170. Oh yeah, I don't like them that much. But if I saw them at the outlet or something for the low, I like them joints. Them joints was alright. I like them joints. I'm trying to wear animal print for New Year's. I think I'm going with leopard. I just bought this leopard pea coat. I'm gonna see how that joint. It's a brown and like army green leopard joint. So we'll see how that shit work out. They pushed me into animal prints this year, and I kind of liked it. So I was like, all right. So you should get them. You should get them animal print Air Max 1s, but they probably gonna be on StockX for mad fucking bread now. Animal print Air Max 1s. I'm trying to think. They had the cheetah. They had like 3 different. It was a pack. It was like 3 or 4 different ones. They had like, one was like a leopard and one was like I want to say like zebra and shit. Them shits was fire. I like them. See, like, it's just got to be like, cause they was hard. They had the red lace holes and shit. Them bitches was cold. Oh, I think I see what you talking about. They came out. It had zebra on it. It got cheetah on it, and like got tiger on it. It got red Nike check on it. Is that them? I think so. They on StockX for fucking $439. Oh, okay. So it looked like they might have had some 97s, some ones, and some 95s that came out.
It was a whole pack.
Yeah. I don't like the 95s, but I do like the ones. It's a Atmos collab.
Yes, I think you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Max. Yep. Atmos. Yep. Them shits. They had they had mad of them shits. Them shits was fire. I love them bitches.
I like those. I wouldn't pay. I don't think I would be pressed to pay $200 for them though, or however much. I'll pay like $120 or less for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would pay $120 or less for those because I feel like they could be a moment. Like some shoes, you only gonna wear like 1 or 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, and you gotta be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you wearing them for a moment. But yeah, that'll definitely be like, that's a moment. You gotta wear those at the right time. Let me ask you this. Do you ever get dressed or wear certain shit based on who you gonna be around?
Probably so. I guess so. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I'm sure I do.
So like I was having a conversation with my sister the other day, and I was just like, she always asks me like, her whole thing is like, so what shoes you gonna wear? Our whole family is sneakerhead, so she's like, what shoes you gonna wear tonight? And then I was telling her what I was gonna wear, but I was like, nah, I ain't gonna wear them because the crowd I'm with ain't gonna appreciate them. They ain't gonna know what's going on. So I'm gonna wear something else. She was like, nah, I feel you because they not gonna appreciate what's going on with those. Do you ever do that? Like when you're around your mans and them or people who like know about shoes, you might wear more heat than maybe if you go like on a family outing to the zoo or where ain't nobody gonna know what heat you got on your feet.
Nah, it's just how I'm feeling that day. Like really, like I don't really like, it just depends. Like, cause we went to the zoo. I was looking at the picture the other day and I had my gold 97s on and I was like, ooh, shit, I was killing them that day. I was tripping though. I didn't want to be walking, but it was, it just, I don't really care. It's just be like, whatever shirt I wear and whatever, I don't know. It's what I'm feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really, now that I think of, I kind of just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nah, I can't be busting out certain outfits and shit. Some shit I feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill it and I need this type of venue to do that in. Like, oh, I'm going this place, but I'm just going over such and such house. I'm not breaking out like my best shit, even though I want to wear that shit. But what I will say is with COVID, it's kind of like, you done had kids, my mom always be like, they ain't gonna be, kids grow fast. So just put them on the clothes. You know how babies have a whole bunch of clothes. You got a whole bunch of fucking 3-month clothes and 6-month clothes and whatever. So my mom's theory is like, they're going to grow out of them. So you just can't wait until you got somewhere to go. Like just put that baby on some clothes so that they can wear the clothes. So kind of taking that theory, like now I just be like, you got all these shoes that you have not worn. Just put them hoes on. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. Just put them hoes on. You don't have to have like a major event. Just put them hoes on.
Yeah, I wear some new shoes to the grocery store with like some bullshit on just cause like I ain't worn them shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I won't do that now. I won't do that. I got running errand clothes and shoes and I'm definitely, you better than me because I definitely I'm not debuting some shit for the fucking grocery store for sure. After I know I done paid fucking $170 for some shit and to wear them shits in Kroger, hell no. Oh, moving along. Where we at with time? Oh, we ain't that bad. All right, we're going to do 2 more apiece. All right, what's your next one that you want to make sure?
You took one of mine with the best shows shit, but
yeah, I mean, you should have the whole list though, so you can pick any one you want to go with.
That's true. I mean, we could do Biggest Beef, I think.
Okay.
And I got Rory and Mal and Joe.
Ooh, that was a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah,
that shit was pretty riveting, if you will. But yeah, I think and for what it's worth, them niggas continued on. Both of them, you know what I'm saying? Mal and Rory did their thing. They actually they went and met with that dude I was watching today. they end up meeting the dude, the Detroit nigga that's been doing all the speaking of memes and shit. The nigga that's been like the self-security nigga that, you know, taking niggas pistols.
Oh, yeah,
you know.
yeah. All right. So just to get everybody to what we're talking about Joe Budden Podcast, his co-host, they fell out. We done talked about it on this show. Joe and his co-host fell out. His co-host moved on to get their own show. You know, Joe thought it was like, you know, like Hell Melvin and the Blue Notes. You never go platinum, like without me type shit. And they proved this nigga wrong. And so now B Hill is talking about how they have the security guy on the show. I'm sure y'all have seen all of the memes where the guy's showing you how to protect yourself. And people have been doing TikToks and reels and all of that, showing how that shit is failing and how you end up in heaven trying to use his, self-defense tactics. Now, go ahead. I just want to set him up for what you were talking about. What happened on the joint?
Nah, they just did like a little 15 minutes. They just went out there and recorded and was like, you know, like, man, this is bullshit. He was like, all right, let's show me. He was like, shoot me. Motherfucker, like, and it just shows him they showed him going through all different type of drills and shit. And this nigga, like, that shit actually does work. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, like, the shit he was doing. It was just funny because, you know what I'm saying? They made it funny. But,
yeah.
Shout out to them brothers because they, you know, obviously turned a negative situation into something positive and shit. And they got
I
a good
love
following. Yeah. So I fuck with them. Rory's funny as hell. They were funny on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, they bring that same energy. As far as, you know, it's missing the animation that Joe provides just because Joe's a character. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, they still got a real good show. I still support their show just because I fuck with them. But yeah, nah. So
I actually like their show. I started listening to their show and stopped listening to Joe's show.
Yeah, I listen to both, but yeah.
Yeah, I listen. I don't listen to their show faithfully, but I do listen to I do listen to it periodically or whatever. And I really like their show. I like when you prove people wrong. I love when a person feel like you can't do some shit without them. I love it because Joe is very fucking arrogant and Joe needed to be sat down. You know what I'm saying? I think Joe's arrogance is a part of the entertainment factor, but that shit is real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we laughing at the shit, but this nigga is like real live arrogant. And, you know, I check in with B Hill to see what Joe doing because, you know, he definitely hasn't been as viral or anything since his co-host left. You know what I'm saying? If you were in Joe's position, would you have conceded at any point in time to kind of get the band back together, or you feel you wouldn't have?
Nah, I mean, I probably would. It would have never got to that level with me from the beginning. But I mean, knowing who he is, and like,
that's true.
That he is, like, he's not. You know, he's never gonna not. You know what I'm saying? Be all for himself. So it would have never gotten to that point with me from the beginning because I wouldn't have fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? That was my cash cow for sure. So I would have to make sure that business was right, even if it were called for us to take a week or two off, you know what I'm saying, from each other or whatnot. But which they did, but we would have had to reconcile that shit, you know what I'm saying, to the point where we had to make that shit right. But that's just me, Lord. That's just me being like the nigga that I am, you know what I'm saying? And I think, like, you know, in terms of Rory and Maul, I think that's the dudes that they is, you know what I'm saying, which is why they continue to, you know, have their success in their same respective field. But I mean, like I said, for what it's worth, Joe is still Joe, you know what I'm saying? And he's still super fucking entertaining regardless, because he's going to say some shit that's, you know, thought provoking, and he's really good at, he's very captivating in terms of his like delivery and shit. So, and even the new niggas is good. Like, it's just a good show. I can't, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, in terms of, to answer your question, I would have never got that far with me. You know what I mean? I would have got that shit right before it went wrong.
Yeah. Listen, you know how I feel about fucking up the bag. Like, at the end of the day, like, I get it. Like, it's a chemistry thing and things like that. And if the chemistry don't work, maybe we gotta go our separate ways. But nigga, if I'm wrong, I'm about to be, first of all, if I feel like I'm wrong, I'm gonna apologize anyway. Right. But even if I don't feel like I'm wrong, for the sake of this bag, if this is what we gotta do, shit, I work with people I don't like all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm keeping this bag, you know. Is state of the culture still a thing? Some shit going on at Revolt too, ain't it?
I don't know what's going on. I haven't seen.
So, Revolt is no longer on Breakfast Club. They used to.
Oh, you mean Breakfast Club is no longer on Revolt?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Breakfast Club is no longer on Revolt. And then Charlemagne, I don't know if it was just like some snarky shit or whatever. And it was just like, he said something like, well, I don't know if Revolt gonna still be there. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. Cause they were giving like their goodbyes to Revolt like a few weeks back. Like, we're no longer gonna be on Revolt. Like, we're gonna miss the Revolt cameraman and all this other stuff. And then Charlemagne said that. So I was like, I wonder if there's something going on with Revolt, because I remember the year before they went on like this hiatus where the shit like kind of closed down, like the whole network closed down for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something, like to save money or some shit. So I wonder if it's any type of, like financial issues, with Revolt. But I felt like Revolt, I feel like Versus and shit should have really been on Revolt. It's already Ciroc branded. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of opportunities that were probably missed on Revolt. And I think what Puff was trying to do with Revolt and the people over at Revolt, they were trying to, kind of mimic Black MTV almost. Yeah. With the shit that they had going on. But I don't really feel like they did maybe the advertising that they should have. Cause I would forget about Revolt even being like a channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? I love to support like Black shit. So I'm not sure what went down with that. I like to see Black entrepreneurs. So I hope they still got their shit going on. My biggest beef for 2021, I put down here as honorable mention, Bone Thugs and 3-6. Cause that was recent and that was funny. One that gave me a good giggle was Trick Daddy versus the Beehive. When he basically said Beyonce couldn't sing, and then he kind of backtracked a little bit. And then said, to me, she ain't somebody I want. And the Beehive was kind of, tearing him up. But my biggest beef of 2021, I'm going to give it to Boosie versus Nas X and anything, ouch, gay male. Boosie had a beef with Nas X. Nas X did not have a beef with Boosie. Boosie had a beef by himself. He went to the point where he even told this young man that is 21 years old to go kill himself. I think that, I think this was my year for Boosie, that I'm just totally over him. If I never heard from Boosie again, I would be totally fine with that. I think that he is very negative. I think that he is very homophobic. I think that he is a predator. I think that I don't have any great things to say about Boosie except for the song that he put out, with, another misogynist, with DaBaby. I did like that song, and that is the only good thing I can say about Boosie probably in the past 2 years. I think that, the way what Boosie did, I think that is disgusting. And I think that for you to tell anybody, especially this guy's 21, you know what I'm saying? He just living his life. He ain't doing shit to you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like him, don't watch him. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, like, I'm just over that whole thing. And anybody who feels like that is like, okay. 'Cause it's not okay. It's sad. And it's sad that this man minded his business. You know what I'm saying? Like, he minded his business, ain't doing shit. And that's all you thinking about every day, all day. To the point where as soon as he posts something, everybody be like, all right, Boosie answering the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I definitely think that Boosie has an attraction to this man. He hated.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. But that is 50. I'm giving my biggest beef is Boosie versus Nas X and any gay man. out here.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
All right. My next one is, all right, we got biggest beef out here. We got most overrated. Best thing to come out of 2021.
I mean, the obvious for me is life, obviously.
Yeah.
It was a tough year, you know,
It
despite,
was.
you know, boogeyman shit. It was, you know, there was a lot going on, you know, aside from boogeyman shit. But, I was, you know, I just got back to, you know, I got in a somewhat decent mental. I was never, when I say I was depressed, I wasn't like, you know, fucking finna end it all type depressed. I was just
right.
Just, you know, in a stinky mood, and I didn't realize it until I came up out of that shit. But
yeah,
I traveled. I had a great time. You know what I'm saying? I went on vacation multiple times, especially March, April, and May. You know, so like just appreciating shit, you know what I'm saying? Being able to move kind of, I won't say how I wanted to, but just being, you know, kind of somewhat normal. You know, just because it was, like I said, it was a tough year for everybody. But, and despite outside of that, you know, just being able to move around and just appreciate, like, after not going somewhere for, you know, 2 years, being able to, you know, move and shake a little bit and enjoy the fruits of my labor. And also that stimulus money was excellent. So, I'm not mad at that.
I wish.
Because I made a lot of money in the stimmy. With the stimmy, I made a lot of money in 2021. Granted, I'm, you know, spending it all now because, you know, shit is $97 for a tank of gas. But, you know, it is what it is. But, I invested that shit. I made some sound investments, bought some, you know, built to my portfolio and shit. So
yeah,
I
shout out to you for that, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
but yeah.
That is super dope. And I think that, I love that, you know, a lot of people are coming out of this. You know, I spoke on this podcast, early in the pandemic about just feeling unmotivated. I was just feeling like, you know, that classic of, all right, you asked for more time to do shit. Now you got all this time and now you're not maximizing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing everything that you could be doing with kind of like this downtime. And for some reason that downtime went the fuck away. Like, what happened to all the downtime we had? Like, I feel like my fucking days are packed, and just because I'm not physically, you know, getting in the car, driving to work and driving back, like somehow when you looking for a way to eat up your time, you'll fucking find it for sure. So, I definitely complained about that, but I like the new, you know, everybody that I'm talking to is really kind of on some shit like, all right, I'm not existing no more. I'm about to be out here living. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that going to work, coming home, preparing to go back to work shit is some bullshit. Like, I'm ready to start living, but I'm giving my out of the blue. No, it's the best thing of 2021. It's kind of in the same vein almost, but it is the best thing to come out of 2021 is Black people and blue water. I've seen, because y'all had to cut Atlanta and fucking Miami out of y'all travel plans, Black people started going abroad. Black people started going to places with blue water. I've never seen so much blue water on my timeline before. I even had to go to some blue water a couple times, but I love it. I love that I feel like this pandemic is forcing people to travel more, and especially Black people, to travel more. I know more niggas that done got passports in the past year. That never had passports. I'm seeing pictures of the beach and flamingos and yachts and all of this shit on my timeline, and I love it. I love it because it's us.
Facts.
And that's not something we were doing before. Niggas got me like, oh shit. So, you know, they had turned Tulum started out with Cancun, then they turned Tulum into the new Miami, and now I think the new Tulum is Aruba. However, I do want to go to Aruba though.
Yeah, my man told me Aruba was fire. Like, this was a couple years ago. He said that shit was super dope. So, yeah.
I've seen about 3 or 4 people just in the past couple months in Aruba. I was like, oh, Aruba is the new Tulum? Okay, got it. But I do want to go to Aruba though, because what I've been saying is like, I ain't even never really thought about Aruba like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, that might be something to do. That might be 2022 birthday might be Aruba. I like that.
I was thinking that, or like Turks. I want to go to Turks.
Oh, I want to go to Turks too. I was supposed to go to Turks 2 years ago, and that shit was super expensive for the people I was trying to go with at the time. But I'm on some shit too. Like, if you can go, you can go. If you can't, you can't. I'll see you. You know what I mean? Like, that's my vibe. So I'm giving, my best thing in 2021. Golden Shxtty goes to Black people and Blue Water. Y'all keep traveling, man. Find some places to go, cause America is not it.
It's a fact.
All right.
Well, it is it until you once you go somewhere, you realize, all right, well, America ain't that bad because it's actually got shit. Like, you can like go somewhere to the store and pick up shit that you really need instead of like,
oh yeah, for sure,
trying to figure some shit out. Yeah,
for sure. But, yeah, just don't Miami, LA, New York yourself to death. I don't even think New York is,
or Vegas.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to Vegas now for some reason. Like, Vegas seemed to be more popular.
Me and my homeboy was just talking about that shit. We were like,
about everybody going to Vegas now?
I'm like, bro, I don't want to go to Vegas. Like, I don't want to go to Vegas. I done been to Vegas so many times. That is not, unless I wouldn't mind doing like a guy's trip to Vegas and shit on some hangover shit. But even in that, like, I ain't really pressed to do that. I'd rather do that shit somewhere else. You know what I mean?
I want to go to Vegas. And that might be a 2022 thing as well when I started go back to live music. But I wanted to see Janet Jackson's show. I got on Janet Jackson's shirt right now. And I want to see Usher's show. I wanted to see Usher's show.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Usher's
in Vegas.
I wish just Vegas wasn't so far away. Like, I wish it was like I didn't have to do all that shit to get to Vegas. And it's not like it's just taking a plane, but it's just like a decent trip. And then I know I'm gonna be tired as fuck the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And then on my way back, like, I'm gonna be neat. Like, Vegas is just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Between the walking and the drinking and the smoking now and shit like that, it should be a lot. But, I mean, it still be fun, you know what I'm saying? And, well, I know Vegas high as a motherfucker now with this fucking the way the fucking inflation is now. Shit.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, boy, because that bitch be high as a motherfucker on in the 19. So I already know
in the 1920 and 2000s, yeah, but you're right though. Especially if you wanna stay somewhere nice. And most of the time when I stay in Vegas, I stay in like a resort style hotel. So it ain't just at like a Holiday Inn, and then you gotta pay these fucking resort fees that be like $45-50 a day.
Yeah.
For the fee? God damn.
Yep.
Like,
y'all niggas don't do nothing else that a motherfucker, Howard Johnson don't do. Y'all niggas come clean my room or not. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't do nothing special.
You right. Oh, all right. Well, we got 2 more. All right. What are we giving the Golden Shxtty to for Leave It in 2021? I'll go first on this one. What I want to leave in 2021, I want to, I need y'all to slow down on these BBLs, or at least get the money to get a good one. If you gotta go abroad to get your BBL, you probably can't afford it. For real. Like, if you going, overseas to some third world country to get surgery done on your whole body, you wildin'. They be having these girls over there and and they got like the, when you get like a BBL and shit, like they have like these recovery houses or recovery centers or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they over in fucking DR and all these places, and they motherfucking selling you fucking meds ad hoc.
Yeah.
Like, everything is like, you paying for everything because your insurance is not paying for no BBL. So you paying for everything out of pocket. You sitting in there, you in pain. They like, hey, you want this medicine? Like you at the motherfucking game and shit. It's like hot dogs, peanuts, Percocets. Like you want this? Of course you in pain. Of course you gonna be like, yeah, put that shit on my bill. Like I need all this shit. And then people look at fucking BBLs is looking a mess. Yeah, like if your body don't look real, if you can't get the hips installed, if you can't get everything that comes with that, if you got this fat ass face and this small ass waist and these big ass arms, like let's just think about it. I'm not saying y'all don't get BBLs because I've seen some amazing BBLs, but I've also seen amazing BBLs with motherfuckers who actually had the money to pay for their BBL in a good BBL. I want bad BBLs to go away. Leave those in 2021. Yeah, sure. Something that's not going to go away, but I wish would be like racism in the justice system with shit like Kyle Rittenhouse and shit like that. I already talked about Boosie, talked about leaving him. I want to leave blaming saying you homophobic because what about the kids? That's some bullshit. Leave that shit in 2021. Your kids see shooting. Your kids see sex all on TV. Your kids is watching fucking Snowfall. Your kids is doing all the twerk moves. Your kids know all the fucking songs by King Von and all these motherfuckers. Stop it. Stop blaming that shit on kids. If you don't like the shit, just say you homophobic and just live with that shit. And that's cool. Say what it is. But the number one thing that I'm leaving, I would wish would leave in 2021 is Kevin Samuels. Stop giving this nigga a platform to say dumb shit. The nigga is a fucking closeted gay man that want to bash black women all the fucking time.
He blasts niggas too, like, don't, that's a misconception. That nigga he be flaming niggas too. Like, I've seen him tell niggas they fat and out of shape and ain't got no money with a little dick, and who the fuck wants a nigga like that? Like, so he be cooking niggas, period. He just sassy as fuck with his fucking shit, but nah, he cooks. He's an equal opportunity cooker.
Get rid of Kevin Samuels. Fuck that nigga. He should be gone. Why are y'all even giving him the platform? That's where I'm at with it. Like, fuck him. I don't like him. I don't like people like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that type of person. He just doesn't do it for me. Like, I don't like that. And I especially don't like black people who do that. Leave him. I'm over. I don't like that. So I'm giving my leave in 2021 golden shitty to Kevin Samuels, Kappa Alpha Psi. Get your mans. Get him and his shimmy shoulders the fuck up out of here. Who you giving your shit to?
I'm just over just fucking like motherfucking politicians lying and shit. Like, I'm just over like just the stronghold of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Motherfuckers just sell your dream and don't be talking about shit. And I'm just over that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. I just don't give a fuck about, like, I don't really give a fuck about ain't shit white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been that way for a very long time, but, you know, I'm just over it. And, you know, that's just the vast majority of them. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I like, fuck white people. That are racist pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that from the top all the way down. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I'm rocking. Leave all the motherfuckers there.
I'm with you. I'm with you on all that. Leaving 2021 golden shitty goes to ignorant white people. And yeah, for sure. You fall into that category, this is for you.
Yeah.
You already know. Like, yeah, these past 5 years have been really sobering, and it's just like kind of off the, what are we doing this for? Shit gonna happen the way they want it to happen.
It's a fact.
Anyway, and I don't want to say it like don't fight. That's not what I'm saying at all, because we wouldn't be where we are if it weren't people out there fighting and protesting and for hundreds of years. You know what I'm saying? But it just be frustrating because we are talking about hundreds of fucking years and this where we at. Like niggas still out here running the fucking muck. And now, since Trump, they don't give a fuck about flaunting it in your face. They don't care that they in there in the courtroom acting like Kyle Rittenhouse with this man's son. They in there dancing to songs and shit in court like he didn't kill 2 innocent people or kill a person and shoot another person.
And you got a judge that presides over like a superior Supreme Court judge in Louisiana that was caught on tape saying niggas like multiple times. So like, how many niggas has she seen multiple times? Like, all the niggas should have a right to a new trial because they were fucking prejudiced by an unbiased ass fucking, or a biased ass fucking judge. Like, that shit is ridiculous, man. So, yeah, all encompassing, fuck all that shit. That shit is lame.
It is so lame. It is so lame. And it's kind of like, do you become numb to it? You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you become numb to it, change doesn't happen. But fucking when you all emotional about the shit and involved in the shit, it plays on your fucking mental health and physical health. Get your blood pressure all up and shit. So it's kind of like, well, what the fuck do you do? Especially when you feel like now niggas is just not even covert with the shit. They just outright doing it and man like, and what? And what you gonna do about it? Like, nothing.
Right.
You know, it is a sad state of affairs. Let's give out one more. So there is a calendar that people have been keeping up with. In 2021, and it all started because all the bullshit that went down in 2020. So people were keeping tabs of the most viral or outstanding or weird or whatever events that happened in 2021. So the golden shitty is wildest event or thing that happened from 2021 per the calendar. Let me give the people a quick update on what's on the calendar, B, before you give your answer. So January was the insurrection. February was Gorilla Glue Girl. March was Derek Jackson, the relationship guru, and cheating on his wife and her supporting him. Talking about she a warrior god with this fucking bonnet on. April was Jocelyn's cabaret when the girl said, it's not even funny, but it is funny as shit. When the girl was super emotional and was talking about she had 2 abortions and the girl in the back said, damn, double homicide. May was Portia getting with her alleged friend's man. June was B Hill's homeboy that represented himself in court. And what is it saying?
If you think I came to play with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
God damn it, I'm not. July was Shikari. August was the white lady coming over talking about they was laughing at her husband. And it's her pointing backwards. That shit was funny. September was Squid Games. October was pedophile homeboy that married his 18-year-old goddaughter and also has a 2-year-old by her, which means she was 16. That happened in October. Astro World happened in November. And December, according to the calendar, what has landed in the final spot was the verses with 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs in Harmony. It has been quite a year. What is the wildest moment, most memorable moment, or the standout moment for you based on this pop culture calendar?
It was the insurrection for me, man. Like, motherfuckers was, and I don't mean it like, I said the for me, like, I hate saying that. I didn't mean it like that.
It is. It's okay.
I literally didn't mean it.
Hey, I just want y'all to note that B Hill in 2020 Golden Shitties, he said leave all the lingo in 2021. I mean, in 2020. Sure. And For Me was on that list. I just want you to know.
For sure. For me, it's given, all that shit.
And you probably be saying all of that. You probably be saying it's given.
I definitely don't say it's given.
You've said it before, haven't you?
I have not. I swear to God, I've never said that. That's my word. That's just, hell no. That shit is some punk shit. But,
Lord.
But yeah, the insurrection though. No, like, the insurrection was the wildest shit ever. Like, I never in my wildest dreams would have thought that motherfuckers would have stormed the Capitol, got shot, been killed, and all type of shit, and just did what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never would have thought that shit in my wildest days. That was the wildest day ever. Like, cause I didn't think it was really gonna happen. And then I saw niggas running up on shit, and next thing I know, niggas was climbing the walls like they was in fucking Winterfell and shit. Like, this shit was wild, man. Shit was wild.
Listen, so my Golden Shitty is going to the same thing. We are 100% on the same page. It has been 12 months later, and that shit is still wild as fuck. Here's what the insurrection said for me, right? I always have thought that, white people, Republicans, were greedy. They were capitalistic. They've always been savages. They've always been racist. All of these things have happened, right? And we knew that. But the fact that these white people stormed the fucking Capitol to kill other white people and got away with the shit?
Right.
Your top leaders, the whole fucking chain of command was in there. The fact that Trump knew the shit was gonna happen. The fact that all of this shit that came out that said that there was collusion on the inside, that all of this shit was planned, that motherfuckers on the inside gave them maps, gave them all types of shit to facilitate this shit. To kill the fucking vice president on down. And that shit slid, my nigga. Woo! That's a different type of evil right there, bruh. That's how you know it's all about money and power. It's about money and power. You don't even care that they came to kill your own motherfucking people.
Yeah.
The fact that the people whose lives were actually in danger brush the shit off. That's a wild thing for me. That's just like a whole new level of, wow. If y'all don't give a fuck about y'all own, y'all definitely ain't gonna give a fuck about us. At all.
Okay.
And they had some slaps on the wrist and a couple small jail times and probations and shit like that. Bruh, I put this on everything. If that was Black Lives Matter, and let's just say 2 motherfuckers went running fast towards the Capitol, they would have cleared that whole motherfucker out with bullets.
Right.
We would still be cleaning up blood off the Capitol steps right now if these were some black people.
Yep. That's a fact.
The fact that they're trying to sue the government for shooting a woman who was breaking into a government building and was warned several times before they shot.
Yep.
That is crazy. Every time I think I can't be any more astonished or amazed or just totally confused. The government say, hold my beer. I'm about to show you some shit. What I'm about to show you is, Asian people get bullied for 2 weeks and we gonna put in a bill. We gonna do something for the Native Americans. We gonna do something for everybody who not even Americans though.
Right.
We Americans, but we the black ones. So it's everything before us. And it's always upsetting to me. And I want to get to a point where it doesn't make me upset. And it's just par for the course. But like I said, when you get numb to it, that's a problem as well. You know what I'm saying? So what do you do?
For sure. Can't win for losing, man.
You can't. You really, really can't. So, fifth, both of our golden shitties go to the shittiest event that started the fucking year off and is still prevailing as one of the top fucking shitty events. Before we wrap this up, I want to take a moment and, you know, we lost some people this year, and we try to, you know, give them a special shout out, special rest in peace, for what they contributed. And first and foremost, my two family members that passed this year, my Aunt Ann and my Aunt, Mary Magdalene. They passed this year and they will be missed. B, I think you had some friends or something that passed. You want to, you know, give them a rest in peace before we get into these celebrities that passed this year?
Did I have anybody pass?
I thought you had like a homeboy or something that passed like a couple months ago. I remember.
A nigga named Eddie that went to school with, he passed. God bless Eddie. He got murdered and shit in his house. It's actually another dude that just got killed. One of his homeboys that actually just got killed yesterday. That shit was wild. Rest in peace, Kenny. Trying to think, it was just somebody else. I don't know, some people that died. Unfortunately, it can't come to mind at the time.
It's all good. But, well, rest in peace to all the loved ones that, you know, that passed away, and, you know, people that had families and was doing great out in this world.
Rest in peace to Aja, my homegirl Aja. She was 41 and just had a fucking massive heart attack. So,
what?
God bless Aja, man. Hell yeah, man. That happened on.
That's so scary.
That was Saturday, yeah. She had a massive fucking heart attack. Really no issues prior to that. She was a little heavyset, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing like, you know, morbidly obese. Not chronic for real. You know, what we would consider morbidly obese, but she wasn't my homegirl, but we knew each other, we went to school together, and like a lot of her people were my people. So, you know, like by association type shit, but she had kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? So like 2, I believe. So God bless her, man. So that shit was fucked up.
Man, rest in peace to everyone who lost loved ones, friends, family, you know, people that you were close to. So rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Rest in peace to DMX, Shock G, Belvin Van Peebles, Clarence Williams, Virgil Abloh, Young Dolph, Biz Marquis, Suzanne Douglas, Black Rob, Cicely Tyson, and Hank Aaron. Anybody I forget? And I forgot that Cicely Tyson even passed away, bro.
The only reason I think I saw it is because I thought I saw Regina King was like, "Happy Heavenly Birthday." She posted on Instagram. I was like, "Damn, when Cicely Tyson died?" But I mean, she was around so long. I guess it was just like,
you think she go? But she passed at the top of the year. She passed in January.
Oh, word.
Hell yeah! I was like, I saw the shit. Was like, damn, she did pass away. Like, damn, it was like Cicely Tyson and Betty White. Like, they was the two oldest people I root for. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Betty White still holding on. She 99.
Yeah, she having a birthday party or something, like online.
Betty White, invite me to your birthday party, girl.
Nah, it's like it's everybody. Like, you can Google it. Like, it's like a some shit. I don't know if it's like a Zoom or like some type of TV show, but it's like Happy Birthday Betty White or some shit. I saw it on some advertisement.
Birthday party. Let me see. I feel like it. Oh, here's how you can celebrate Betty White's 100th birthday. Okay, you're invited to celebrate the Golden Girls' birthday to a special screening called Betty White 100 Years Young, a birthday celebration. So you can watch the movie. Okay. And it says the best part of the event, White takes viewers to her actual birthday party virtually. So you can, I guess, see her real-time birthday party. What if Betty White out there joint turning up? She got some Duce and twerking and shit.
You should. You 100.
You 100. You gotta turn up the best way you can. You know, my goal has always been to live to 100. A healthy 100. I don't want to be a miserable 100, but I would love to hit a 3-digit birthday before I go to the upper room.
Jesus. You don't even watch Life. You don't even know where that come from.
I have watched Life. I told you I watched Life once.
Nigga said one time.
I did. Life didn't do it for me. I feel like I owe, cause it's not many movies that my black card gets questioned about except for Life. So I feel like at being older, I should give it another try. Cause at the time it came out, maybe my expectations were too high.
Watch it again, man. That shit is
I will
that
consider
and Welcome
that for
Home,
sure.
Roscoe Jenkins. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins is fucking hilarious. I watched that shit the other day. That shit is amazing. I love that fucking movie.
Well, listen, y'all. I want to thank y'all for listening to us for the past almost 4 years at this point in time. We will be going on hiatus and deciding, what the fate of this show will be. We kind of prompted y'all to that, in the last show. But we always go on hiatus at this time and, normally come back late January. So we'll see what happens. Y'all still can follow us. Y'all still can catch up on the shows that y'all have missed. And, we still got the website and you can listen to the shows directly from the website if you would like it. It's the ain'tshitshow.com and that's the X where the I would be. And, we're on all of the socials. We are on all of your major streaming platforms. And y'all know that I like to end this show with a quote, but instead of me giving the quote, I'm going to leave this quote by Jerry Flowers in regards to loyalty. And I want y'all to, continue to protect yourself. We've been telling you that. Make sure that you are still maintain a social distance if you can. We'll possibly get back with you next year. Make sure that you are manifesting your destiny. And shit, how long has it been since Nipsey has passed? 2 years? 3 years?
It'll be 2 years in March.
2 years in March. But until then, may the marathon continues. We out.
Peace.
They weren't loyal to you. They were loyal to the opportunity. And a person who does not understand the value of loyalty will never understand the damage of betrayal. This is how we get hurt. We confuse loyalty with attachments. There is a massive difference with somebody who is assigned to you versus someone who's attached to you. Somebody who's assigned to you helps you complete tasks. But those who are attached to you only want to benefit from the task that you have completed. They don't view you as a person. They view you as a purse. People don't abandon what they want. They abandon what they were using. But I'm loyal. I'm a rider. Everybody is willing to ride while you're in the yacht. But who is going to row with you in a crisis? Loyalty does not require lights or eyes because it is a heart posture. It should not require my presence for you to be loyal. Loyalty is when you have my back behind my back.